Shaghata Fulchori by-election held, no presence of vote robbers, says Rashida Sultana. And the government has no plan to amend the constitution regarding the presidential election, says the Law Minister Anisul Haq. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to myTV News. I'm Fawzia Roshan with you in the newsroom today. Viewers are watching the headlines, now I'm going to the details. As the difference between day and night temperature has reduced, the country's Met Office says through its weather bulletin that the feeling of a severe winter will last for a few more days. It said the weather may remain dry with the partly cloudy sky over the country in the next 24 hours ending tomorrow at 9 am. The bulletin also said due to the lower difference between day and night temperatures, moderate to severe cold conditions are likely to continue over the north, northwestern and the central parts of the country. According to the Met Office, the temperature in Dhaka at 6 am today was 14.2 degrees Celsius. At the same time, the previous day, that is on Tuesday at around 12 pm, the temperature was around 20.6 degrees Celsius. The temperature in Dhaka has decreased by at least 4 to 6 degrees Celsius in one day. Besides, moderate to thick fog is likely to take place over the country from midnight till morning, and it may continue till noon at places it are dead. Polling for the much-discussed Gaibandha 5 Shaghata Fulchori by-election has been completed and the vote counting is underway. Earlier, voting was held from 8:30 am to 4:30 pm through electronic voting machine EVM. The Gaibandha 5 constituency comprising Shaghata and Fulchori Upazilas fell vacant following the dismiss of Gaibandha 5 lawmaker and Deputy Speaker of the Parliament Fazle Rabbi Mia on July 22, 2022. Meanwhile, election commissioners, including Chief Election Commissioner Kaji Habibul Awal, observed the voting in Gaibandha 5 by-election since morning. They observed the election through CCTV installed in the election building. Meanwhile, Election Commissioner Rashida Sultana spoke to the journalists and said that the repolling was good, and she also mentioned that there was no presence of vote robbers in any center in this election. Government has no plans to amend the constitution so far, and the presidential election will be held in due time, says the Law Minister Anisul Haq. The minister was responding to reporters after inaugurating a workshop for judges of lower courts at the Judicial Administration Training Institute in the capital today. Meanwhile, regarding the bail of senior BNP leaders, the minister said not even the Law Ministry or any other ministry is interfering in the work of the court. If the court wants, it won't grant bail. If the court thinks that the bail cannot be granted, it will not be given. The 75th founding anniversary of Bangladesh Chhatra League, the student wing of the ruling Awami League, is being celebrated across the country through various programs today. The student organization was born on January 4 in 1948 with the instructions of a father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, aiming to achieve the freedom of Bangladesh and its people. Meanwhile, the Chhatra League has taken year-long elaborated programs across the country, marking its 75th founding anniversary. To mark the day, national and party flags have been hoisted at all organization offices, including its central office, at 6:30 am today. Tribute has been poured on the portrait of father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, in front of Bangabandhu Bhavan at Dhanmondi in the capital at 8 am. The chamber judge of the Supreme Court today refused to stay at a High Court order that granted bail to BNP leaders Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir and Mirza Abbas in a case filed over Neapolitan clashes. Justice Jahangir Hossain Salim, chamber judge of the Appellate Division of the SC, however, ordered the counsels for the BNP leaders not to furnish bail bonds for them before the lower court concerned till January 8. Justice Jahangir also sent the state's petition to its full bench for a hearing of the matter on January 8. Earlier, the HC yesterday granted 6 months as interim bail to Fakhrul and Abbas and issued a rule asking the state to explain why they should not be granted permanent bail in this case. Mytv director and the country's most popular YouTuber, Dawidin Afrida's birthday was celebrated in a joyful, enthusiastic and festive atmosphere. Dawid Afridi was facilitated by cake cutting and floral greetings at Mytv Bhavan's own auditorium on Tuesday night. Mytv chairman and managing director, deputy managing director and Mytv journalists, officials and employees were present on the occasion. In the event, Dawid Afridi was wished for future growth and prosperity. Viewers, now international news. For traveling to India from 6 countries, one must show a corona-negative certificate obtained from RT-PCR test done within 72 hours of departure. This information has been given in the latest COVID guidelines of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare of India. The countries are China, Singapore, Hong Kong, South Korea, Thailand and Japan. In addition to the arrivals from these 6 countries which are at high risk of corona, anyone who wants to enter India through trustees through these countries will have to show a negative certificate of RT-PCR test. These instructions have been issued at all international airports in India. In cash-strapped Pakistan, markets and convention centers have been ordered to close earlier than usual. This decision has been taken due to disruption of power generation due to energy crisis. Pakistan Cabinet approves the National Power Conservation Plan to save energy and reduce dependence on imported oil. Defense Minister Khawaja Asif told the cabinet meeting on Tuesday that the market will close at 8:30 p.m. and the convention center will close by 10 p.m. Through this, we will save 600 crore rupees. Back Defense Minister said that arrangements are being made to reduce electricity consumption in government buildings and offices. For this, a policy will be formulated in the next 10 days. Viewers, now news on sports. Saqib Al Hasan, the world's best all-rounder, thinks that it has not been possible to take Bangladesh Premier League BPL to international level due to lack of will. Apart from this, Saqib said that due to marketing failure, it is still not possible to get permanent sponsorship in BPL. He said these things while talking to reporters at a corporate office in the capital. Saqib feels that the Dhaka Premier League is organized in a more planned manner than the BPL. The standard of BPL could not reach the international level only because of the lack of will. Brazil's 3-time World Cup winner, who died on December 29 at the age of 82, was interred on the 9th floor of the Vertical Memorial Necropolis Manica, reportedly at his own request, so he could look over the nearby Urbano Caloreda Stadium, the home of former club Santos, amid an outpouring of affection. Edson Arantes do Nascimento, who was known throughout his career as Pele, had lain in state for 24 hours in an open coffin wrapped with both Brazil and Santos flags on the pitch at the stadium in the city's Vila Belmiro neighborhood to allow fans and dignitaries to file past. Viewers, about to the end of the headlines once again. Winter severity will last for a few more days, says the Bangladesh Meteorological Department. Night temperature may unchanged. Vote counting underway as much talked Gaibanta 5 Shakhata Fulchori by-election held. No presence of vote robbers, says Rashida Sultana. Government has no plan to amend the constitution regarding the presidential election, says the Law Minister Anisul Haq. India makes RT-PCR test corona negative certificate mandatory within 72 hours of travel from 6 countries. And Brazil's 3-time World Cup winner interred on the 9th floor of the vertical memorial Necropola Ecumenica. That's all from our newsroom for now. Thanks for being with us. To join with MyTV News online, visit YouTube/MyTVBD News. And to watch all our programs, visit YouTube/MyTV Bangla, Facebook/MyTV Bangla. Our next bulletin will be telecast in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Don't forget to join with us. Till then, stay connected. Allah Hafiz.